The anti-theft system on a Honda Civic is one of those features people only think about when something goes wrong. It's like your appendix, mostly ignored, until suddenly it's the star of the show, and you're cursing in a parking lot at midnight. Let's start with the basics. Most Civics since the early 2000s come with an immobilizer chip in the key. Lose your original key or use a cheap copy? No dice. The engine just won't start, like a stubborn mule that only speaks Japanese. If you've ever seen that green, key-shaped light flashing on your dash, that's not your car taunting you. It's the immobilizer saying, "Not today, car thief." But, and here's the common pain point, it'll also block the owner if the system glitches. Fun times. Here's the standard step-by-step scenario. You insert your Honda key, turn the ignition, and nothing. Maybe a little starter click, maybe not even that. The anti-theft system just bricked your ride, leaving you stuck like wet cement. The fastest fix, pro tip, is to always try your spare key if you have one. Statistically, over 60% of Civic owners never even program a backup key. That's a bad gamble if you're running late to work or stuck in the rain. Sometimes your Civic won't recognize even your legit key. This typically happens if the chip in your key is damaged or there's interference from, say, another RFID device. Bonus points if your local coffee shop is jammed with Wi-Fi signals. If everything fails, a reset trick is to disconnect your battery for about 10 minutes. I've watched this trick work wonders in Portland winters. Reconnect, reinsert your key, and sometimes the system lets you back in like nothing happened. No promises, just miracles. Pain point: programming a new key isn't DIY friendly. You can't YouTube this unless you have some pro-grade hardware. Dealerships love charging $150, $300, and that's just for the privilege of telling your car, "Hey, this is Scott, let him drive." Now, let's talk about the alarm side of the system. Lots of false alarms get triggered by slammed doors or passing trucks. At 2 a.m., your Civic screaming like a banshee will not improve neighbor relations. Ask me how I know. For disabling the blaring alarm, try unlocking the driver's door with your physical key or start the car with your fob. 9 times out of 10, this resets things. The outlier? Usually a wonky door sensor misbehaving, Honda's version of a toddler tantrum. Best impact tip: if you want maximum protection, invest in a steering wheel lock. Data shows that visible deterrents cut theft rates by up to 70%. Thieves are like water. They look for the easiest way around, and a wheel lock looks like a hassle. Modern Civics also let you add layers: smartphone notifications, GPS tracking, and even remote kill switches. If factory security fails, technology and a motivated Scott in Portland steps in. Your Civic doesn't have to be the neighborhood giveaway prize. If your anti-theft system ever strands you, remember you're not alone. Thousands of Civic owners deal with this every year. Just breathe, grab your spare key, and if all else fails, call the dealer or a really good locksmith.